we're in. We are finally in Sweden, and I'm not going to lie, my heart was going 10 to the dozen there. I know everything's okay, and I was very honest with them, and you know, told them about the various bits of alcohol that I have as presents, etc. But I kid you not, they do a really good job there. They make you feel, you know, a mixture of at ease, and then at the same time, within the same sentence, you're like, the old sphincter's going. Oh my word. And you know, when you're thinking, I'm stood out front there, so what happened? So it's the older lady who takes the passport, and she mistakes me for Ukraine because she sees UK. So she'll need to do a little bit more research in terms of British number plates. And I explain exactly what I've got, and then she says, okay, no problem, we'll just need to have a look, go to lane 3. Then this big bearded guy comes out and searches me, and I leave the keys, and then he's in all over the cab, everywhere, and she's in the back. And I've had this van searched many times by police, customs, etc. on my travels, but never to this extent. And what's strange as well is that they didn't even go into the garage. And I said to the guy, I said, would you like me to open the garage for you, because there's boxes and things in there? No. But she was like, she wasn't giving anything away. She was just sort of, she just did her thing, and then he'd come out, and then my passport was given to someone else, and a guy comes over with the passport, gives it back, and he did that classic thing where he gave me the passport, and as I took it, he wouldn't let go of it, and he was like, so where are you going? And every, you know, so it's almost what they're trying to do is correlate the story with everybody. You've told your story maybe twice up to this point. There's got to be no deviation. And so I explain, etc, etc, and then there's a young girl there stood, and she's just watching me, and it's sort of, you know, and you just, I have nothing to hide. I feel pretty comfortable, but you know, you're thinking to yourself, fuck, what if I missed something, what if I've forgotten something, or do you know what I mean, or so simple. And you're stood there and you're wondering, are they all watching you, like watching your body language, and then, you know, there's certain things they're looking for, certain ticks, and then eventually it's like, get in. Oh shit. I was honestly at one point thinking to myself, fuck, they're not going to let me in, they're not going to let me in. She was everywhere. I've never known anyone to take so long, and through, presumably I can see, because I'm made to wait outside the front of the van, through every cupboard, every drawer. I could hear clink clunk, so I'm trying to see anything mislodged. No. But when he started saying, oh, it was a good job, and I'm talking about how long it took me to make the house, etc., and he was talking about the temperature differences, then she stepped out to the van by this point, and she's now a bit more engaged, and okay, you can close now, have a nice day, nice trip. So, you know, I make sure I'm as polite as possible, and yeah, have a good day. That was tense. I don't know whether, you know, I don't know whether CJ, whether you went through the same thing, mate. I really don't know. Or anyone else that's come over and done this trip, whether they've been cleaned out like I was. But we're in now. Just check that I'm not being followed by them. Just driving steady, not going to draw attention to myself. Man, oh man. But we're in, guys. Woo, whoop, whoop. And another flag for Neo. Well done, Neo. You did a lovely job. He was just brilliant. He just sat there, stood there, just cool, calm, collected, whilst his owner was shitting himself. So, new flag for you, my boy. And we're all good. Helsingborg 65, that's where we're going. Stockholm 625 kilometers, I think he said. Anyway, let's turn you around and show you a bit of the Sweden, yeah? Seen a sign for Muslus on this road. Stockholm, 557 kilometers. Watch out for a moose loose, or a loose moose, or a lost elk. What are they? Are they moose? Are they elk? I don't know. I think they're elk, aren't they? Up here. They taste good though. I had some elk and some reindeer when I was here last. I'm sorry to all you vegans, but I like my meat. And it's quite tasty. I just passed Helsingborg, and yeah, forget staying in Malmo, Helsingborg. I just figured, do you know what? I just needed to drive, and I'm going to stop in a bit. Might stop at the services and just have a chill. I've just been chilling after that customs and everything, and so I'm finally I think I finally calmed down. It's such a relief to be in Sweden now. So yeah, we'll stop for a little bit. We'll put a new flag on Neo, and then we'll just get going a little bit. You know, maybe go for another hour or so. The closer I get to Stockholm, the better. It just means it's less of a drive tomorrow, so I can have a nice easy day tomorrow, and then a proper hard day on Monday. But that is it. It's just one hard day of driving. So yeah, I think that will work. So had I stopped in Malmo, it would have been just over 6 hour drive from Malmo to Stockholm. So I think getting on the road a little bit now just makes tomorrow a bit easier, and it gives me more time in the evening to enjoy what I wanted to do there. Well, enjoy what I wanted to do. It's not like I'm going to be doing a lot, we will see. But it gives me more time to film it, etc., etc. And then we'll go hard on Monday. But it's so lovely to finally be here now. And I'll tell you what, I kid you not, I'm looking forward to going back via Denmark, and I might actually do the long way round Denmark as well, because driving in Denmark was an absolute breeze. The motorway going from Puttgarden up to, from Redmi up to Copenhagen was just brilliant. It was so calm, hardly any traffic. It was just an absolute breeze. And to be fair, I mean, the traffic is a bit busier here, but then all of the bigger cities anyway, to my memory, in Sweden are all in the south anyway, so the greater part of the population is all in the south of Sweden. But even so, I mean, look at this motorway. This is the main motorway, and I've just, you know, literally left the outskirts of Helsingborg, which is the city, and, you know, it's empty. And this is like a Saturday late afternoon, so yeah, this is nice. If the roads are like this, then whoopie-doo, as they say. So yeah, we're going to get going for a little bit. Well, there's a services now according to my TomTom, which is just over there, so I've missed that one. There's another services coming up in 9.5 miles, so I might stop at that one, see what it's got, and then go for a bit, and then we'll check on Park for night, and we'll look for somewhere about an hour away from here. That'll be lovely. Okay. A red tractor, just like Ash's. I don't know if it was the same. Probably not. And look, red barns. All started to look a little bit familiar, even this far south. And it's quite interesting. Do you know, this is the first time on this trip since Calais they were actually seeing like hills. Do you know, I mean, not mountains, not yet, but actual hills and stuff. Look. We may have caught a little bit of hills in Germany, but for the most part, all of the landscape that we've driven through has been flat as a pancake. So yeah, hopefully the scenery is going to start to get a little bit more interesting, let's say. Yes, interesting. Okay, shut up. This motorway is amazing. So I just stopped off and I've literally driven for, I don't know, what seems like 20 minutes, and there wasn't a car in front, and I've just passed 2 lorries and a car back there, and the road in front of me was totally empty apart from now, because I've just passed the slip road and a car's gone on. But even then, so quiet, hardly any traffic. If only all motorways could be like this. I mean, this is just insane, isn't it, really? Anyway, we've got 500 kilometers to go. Both sat-navs to get to Stockholm anyway, they're both saying all the same thing, so they're basically saying 320 miles. So I figured if I stopped, do the next 20 and then look for somewhere to stop. It's 5:45 in the evening, and then I'll look for somewhere on park for night, hopefully not be hunting it in the dark, and then that means I've only got a 300-mile trip tomorrow, which should be nice and easy. And if it's on this motorway and it's like this, then gosh, that would just be delightful. This is just bliss. I know we got to go past one other city, I think it's called Jönköping, which according to this is 156 kilometers away. But I guess we'll just be going round the edge of that. So yeah, nice and easy.